Taylor Swift is reportedly in talks with Marvel to join the MCU. She's either going to play the blonde Phantom or the Dazzler. No one is really sure yet because this came from a scooper. But I think that everyone knows Marvel has been struggling for quite a while now to actually make a profit on any of their movies and get anyone to watch any of their shows on Disney Plus. So maybe this is their last ditch effort to bring in an audience again, especially since they're trying to appeal to women. It keeps failing, and over again we find women aren't interested in superhero movies.
You know what else they especially don't care about? They don't especially care about seeing women as superheroes.
But maybe if you put Taylor Swift into a Marvel movie, they'll finally come watch, because they went to watch the Eras Tour movie, right? They turn out for her wherever it is
and the
she
football
is,
games,
wherever you can find her. They like gave a ton of revenue to the NFL, so they're thinking like, let's pull the Taylor Swift card. And maybe this can save us
it's genius.
from ruin, right? So she reportedly had a meeting with Kevin Feige to discuss a role in the MCU. And reportedly, they're developing a Blonde Phantom series for Disney Plus. Taylor Swift is being considered for that role.
That makes no sense.
And it's being described as a spy show set in the 1950s and taking place in Las Vegas.
If you're going to pay whatever money you have to occupy any of her time, which imagine the amount of money she loses by working for Marvel.
I know, but
she will lose money by working for Marvel.
Maybe it's just a good excuse to stop touring, right?
But the thing is, they shouldn't get her for a show. They should get her for a movie.
Yeah.
Like, what is that going to...
That's why they think the other option is that she might be in the next Deadpool movie.
Yes.
She might appear as Dazzler in the next Deadpool movie.
And that's she appeared with Ryan Reynolds and...
She's friends with Ryan Reynolds because she's besties with Blake Lively.
And Sean Levy all appeared at...
Do you have the fan video?
Yeah.
Apropos to Swifties, they're already creating conspiracy theories about this, so this one is convinced.
This one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Might be. Today, Marvel made an announcement that throws extra fuel onto the fire that Taylor Swift might be appearing as Dazzler in the upcoming movie Deadpool 3. Marvel's announcement today is concerning a new comic series that is coming out in September for Dazzler, and notice how it says her world tour begins. And this is a big deal because the last time Dazzler had her own comic series was back in the 1980s. And before this, the real start of the rumor was back in October when she had the director as well as two of the main actors of Deadpool 3 in her VIP box office at the Chiefs game. As you can see here, director Sean Levy, along with Hugh Jackman and with Ryan Reynolds, were all there with her, so that threw a lot of fire on. But there's other rumors that have recently come up that kind of been hints. The song
This is
Clairvaux,
insane.
which is the
This
final
is a stretch.
song.
This part is a stretch.
All Swifties are just QAnon-coded people. Anyways, they are.
She might have put an Easter egg in the song.
She didn't.
It has these interesting lyrics that really cued me in a while back. You look like Taylor Swift. In this light, we're loving it. You've got edge she never did. The future's bright, dazzling.
She used the word dazzling.
That
so that means she's in the
MCU.
Light, and she's also a singer. And that clue of you in this light look like Taylor Swift.
People are too bored.
And dazzling, all really, for me, just really keep pointing again about how Taylor could be dropping these Easter eggs.
You think she has a whole team of people who put together, like actually do put together these Easter eggs?
When I reviewed the lyrics,
for some of them, yeah. I don't think this one,
down on all fours, demanding more. And I didn't really think about it then, but there was a limited comic series starring Dazzler and Beast back in the 80s as well, called Beauty and the Beast. It was just a limited 4-issue run, but again...
I love the idea that she went out and, like, found the 4-issue run so that she could work it into her lyrics.
Is she crazy enough?
That she has long boxes full of comics at home because she's got all the time to read them.
I'm like, you put in these hints...
Taylor Swift has the same 24 hours we do.
And we are getting close to, like, the point of no return where eventually, somehow, the full... synopsis of the movie in the next.
I'm with in the chat says Dazzler drinks water, Taylor drinks water.
It makes sense.
Proof enough. Look, the her playing Dazzler makes sense given that the character is a singer. I get that. Mm-hmm. She should not do a TV show. Because
if it's just a cameo in the next Deadpool movie, that makes more sense.
Yes, that's most likely what we're seeing here. And the idea that she would give up... I mean, it takes a long time to film a television show. Her time is money. right now. And I guarantee you that her team would say, you're going to hurt your career more than you're going to help it to take off however many months to film a TV show for Marvel. They will benefit from it more than you will. Look, the people who like Marvel are already aware of who she is. Wow. Her fans might not care about Marvel, but might go check out a movie. Disney Plus, they probably already have it. I mean, there's probably a strong overlap between Swifties and Disney adults.
They've been on this quest to find how like superhero movies can be appealing to women for a long time.
Also, somebody in the chat says Taylor Swift was in Amsterdam and it bombed. I mean, she was in it for all of like 8 minutes.
It was like 2 seconds. Yeah. I think it bombed for other reasons.
Yes.
Boosted Yogi sent a 20. Taylor Swift will be Rey Skywalker's new master in the next Star Wars trilogy. You heard it here first.
Hey, look, I put the poll up. I said like Taylor Swift or Brie Larson. Brie Larson would threaten people all the time with joining.
Who's winning?
With joining Star Wars. Taylor Swift is winning right now. It's pretty close.
Only 55%. By a little bit.
Yeah.
Who is more hated? I think Brie Larson. I think, honestly, Taylor Swift, if she joins the MCU, she could be one of the most attractive women in the MCU. And that could really help them, because we were just talking about how they're actively uglying up their female stars.
I think Gemma Chan is the most attractive woman in the MCU.
I don't know what she looks like. If you want to
call that the MCU, Eternals was back in 2021 and nobody remembers it.
Nobody remembers Angelina Jolie being in it either.
Black Widow? No.
She's not really active in the MCU anymore. She's producing stuff, but she was
gorgeous.
Yes,
she was the prettiest.
But there's a lot. I mean, Haley Atwell's attractive. Elizabeth Olsen is attractive.
Oh, Elizabeth Olsen, yes.
Yeah.
She's very attractive. Mm-hmm.
But Gemma Chan is the only one that's been in a recent Marvel movie other than Elizabeth Olsen. So, I mean, we could be forgetting ones right now. And I'm not including the... if I was including it, I would have included the Netflix Marvel characters, which would have had Elodie Young. That's probably another one I would have put on that list, but I don't think that technically counts because it's not the MCU. It's very weird to think about a person who's actually bigger than the entity that is Marvel, given how big Marvel was up until 2019. Now Marvel needs Taylor Swift more than Taylor Swift would ever need Marvel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that type of crossover just isn't necessary. Her doing the Phantom, the Blonde Phantom series, I don't see her having the time.
They would have to pay her an obscene amount of money for it to be considered.
What could be worse though? It's like the story when all the old people who take Marvel roles go, "I took it because my daughter or my son said that I should do a comic book character," and she does she have a brother or a sister? Does she have?
She has a brother.
She has a brother. It's like my brother said I should do a Marvel series. So
I mean, maybe it's a favor for her friend Ryan Reynolds. I know they're friendly, right?
Then the cameo makes more sense. Way more sense. You come in for a day to film it. That movie's already chock full, from what I've heard, of just tons of cameos, which is one of the most annoying things about these movies now, is it's just endless cameos rather than focusing on telling.
Oh, Pogface, that is a celebrity. So there's another celebrity. Ooh, I'm so easily entertained. It's like dangling keys in front of a baby.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.